Aha!
Right, we've got this little ashtray section prepped up now. We've got a couple of tech screws holding that in position. Get another one in there. That's what you need. Glasses on. I can't see it really needing any more than that. I can feel these little holes in where the tech screws were with just a bit of MIG wire after. But it's an unstructured item. So I'm happy with that. That looks good. Let's try and get that welded into the car then. Okay, we've got the companion bin sort of ready anyway. Just welded that little ashtray section in as you saw. I've got these areas back to metal down this flange, which I'm going to try and spot weld up this and around this door post, the B post here. I've got some plug weld 7mm holes there for welding to the wheel arch there. I've got the floor prepped as best I can, 7mm holes running around the floor pan there to come up at it from the underside. I've got some 7mm holes running up vertically there on that heel board joint as well, so I can come at it from the outside and hopefully reach in and get some decent plug welds in there. Now, a couple of tech screws. Let's see if we can spring this baby in. So, turn these round. Tacked onto there. This ashtray is getting heavy. So we've sprung that ashtray around. I forgot to mention I did have to modify this ashtray curve slightly around this B post here because it was completely the wrong shape. Right, try and wedge this thing down. I've got two available tech screw holes there. That's one baby in. That's two. I've got one here somewhere on this B post. If I can force this thing down. See if I can force this screw in. Well, I've had to revert to a couple of good old M4 nut and bolts to crank this companion bin into place. there's the one coming through the flange of the companion bin and then through the floor. You can see the plug weld line isn't too bad now. I mean, I don't think you're going to get everything perfectly straight and unbobbled, and there's the one round the back, so you can see where the seam of the companion bin comes down there. I put a nut and bolt in there, M4, pushed it through from the inside, cranked the nut up and it's pulled it in. So I should be able to get some plug weld through those 7mm holes there. Plug weld all the way along round there. I can swivel this car around. So a bit of persuasion on this seam here is required still. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's not pulled it in too bad along under the bench seat there and onto the floor. You can see those holes there, but I'm afraid it is what it is. I can't crank it any closer together. There's it against the arch, which can be plug welded there, and then I can weld those plugs there on the bench seat. Probably a bit of seam weld along there as well. But I think that's as good as we're going to get it. I think it's because it's the last panel going in. All fitted nicely with the tech screws in there prior to that, but I suppose when something moves 1mm one way and something else moves 1mm the other way, a bit of force is required. But let's get the welder out and give it a bit of a go. Thanks. Coming up the back, through the heel board, into the back of the companion bin flange. see the 7mm diameter holes running along. I've got the heel board there for welding in the companion bin. Solid plug welds along there. So we can have a go at getting the companion bin in now once I've dressed all these welds back and just tidied up this area.
I see them come, I see them go, been coming here since I don't know. Come to play, here to talk, or are they here to simply show? Sense of danger, bunch of strangers simply staring across the room. Pretty soon they'll taste the water and they ought to change the tune. Shut the doors, the room is full, and nobody leaves at all until the sun comes out to play. But the reason they come back is what's been pouring out the tap. There's something in the water, like, oh, I feel it. I try to stop me drinking. There's something in the water, I can't.
Companion bins are in now. I did weld in that little ashtray section after the event, after getting the companion bin in, because it was impeding me. It was stopping some flexibility in the companion bin from flexing in there. So I've done a lot of dressing up on the welds, some stitch welding along there, repair panel there, welding along there, companion bin to B post, dressing up the ashtray area there, dressing up the seat to arch. A lot of grinded metal